Welcome to Archetypal Atrocities, the show where we play bottom of the barrel Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Each week, Jules and myself will spin a wheel to determine what archetype we'll be playing for that week. In addition, we will open 3 specially curated packs and pick a card from each of those packs to use in the deck for that week. We are allowed to play staples, but only if they support the archetype we get, and we can only play 1 copy of them in our decks. The winner of each week will get an extra pack they open for the next episode, while the loser will get to spin a loser wheel with multiple results on it, such as choosing your opponent's deck or moving an archetype from your wheel. The loser will also be able to play 2 copies of a staple as opposed to just 1. Now that that's out of the way, let's dig into some trash. We did get to choose our archetype. We have no one really to blame but ourselves. Cyberdark obviously wasn't the best choice of the wheel, but I gotta play Cyber Dragons, kind of. I gotta play 2 Cyber Dragon cards, and that's good enough for me to make it all worth it because I love that deck too much. Anyways, because we lost, we are back on the loser wheel, so let's go ahead, give it a spin, and see what we're winding up with. And it looks like we will be getting, hopefully something fun. Ooh, we haven't got this yet. So we're adding an archetype back onto the wheel, which gives either me or Jules a chance to either play it again or make someone else wind up with it. That kind of thing. This is going to be really fun. Let's see what we're adding back. Alright, and since we've won the right to add an archetype back onto the wheel, I have chosen to add back Gravekeepers. I really like Gravekeepers. I think it's a really cool deck. Jules got to play it, but I kind of want to play it too. So it's back on here. Either of us could get it. We don't know who will. Maybe we'll get it in the spin. It's right here on the wheel. I was going to say, no, oh, you can't see my mouse, never mind. Let's just spin the wheel before I look even more silly. So let's see what we're playing this week. No choosing an archetype, not an archetype chosen first. Feels like a while since you spun this wheel, and it looks like... okay, I can vibe with it. I like it.
Well, hey, things have been going overall pretty darn well so far, you know? Last week went pretty good. We haven't lost too much. I think we're currently winning overall in the series, but Yusenju might mess with that just a little bit. Although, who knows? Maybe in this format they're actually cracked.
Alright, so let's go ahead, make it real quick. Let's just open our packs, see what we're getting. Deco Taka, honestly, maybe good, because we are on Yusenju. Oh, we're playing Master Wheel 4 too, so we actually might want to cop a Deco Taka. I just realized that. Alright, on to pack number 2. Let's see. Black One of Heaven's actually pretty nice. Alright, and our last and final pack, Raigeki Break. We're probably just playing Raigeki Break, no reason to play anything else, so let's go ahead and just get right to the building.
And now we've got a few packs to open up. We'll just flip them right up, and hey, there's Anima. It's an option. I don't know if the Yusenjus can even, do anything? Do they have a level 1? Who knows? If they don't, we've got Smashing Ground here. We're fine. Next pack we have Red Reboot. Last time we didn't take it. It could have actually been kind of useful, but live and learn, and we're not going to take it again. Again, we have no guarantee that they're going to be on a spell trap deck, and although maybe we do take it and keep it in the side, or the second Smashing Ground is also probably just better though, so we'll probably just take that. Third pack, we have Decode Talker. Okay, that's a card for sure. If we're not locked out of Link Summoning, for sure. Again, I have basically not read a Yusenju, so I don't know what their locks are if they have any, so I'm not going to put too many eggs in one basket. And then the last pack, because the winner does get 4, and oh! Well, if we're not locked, I'll definitely take a Saryuya. That's pretty fun.
Alright, so here's the deck we're playing this week, kind of a different setup. We're playing Yusenju, we got Yusenju. Let's go the card by card pretty quickly. Dieback, pretty much both the Pendulum monsters. This one gives your Senju monsters extra attack for each time they attack by 300, and as a monster effect, it can only be spell summoned by Pendulum Summoning, which is the only way we're going to be bringing it out. And then if it's normal spell summon, you can target 2 cards on the field and return them to the hand, and then if this card is spell summoned, it returns to the hand. So it only stays on the field if you normal summon it, which will likely not happen. I thought that you target a Pendulum your Senju monster and make it scale 11, so you pretty much guarantee to be able to scale anything you want. And you can also just doing the interfaces return it back to your hand, so if you want to take it off the scale to be able to Pendulum Summon, you can do that, which is pretty cool. And if it goes normal spell summon, you can target 1 card the opponent controls and return it to the hand, and then each time a card is returned to the hand to the main deck by a card effect while it's on the field, all your Senjus gain 500 attack, and then if it's spell summoned, it returns to the hand. 1, so pretty much all the 1, 2, 3 have the effect of where it's normal summon. You can normal summon an extra monster except for itself. And then this one, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and then return it to the hand. All these other effects kind of once per turn, and then they all return to the hand during the end phase if they were normal summoned. So if they're a Pendulum Summon, they don't actually have to return the hand, which is pretty nice. Comma 2 can attack directly, but its damage is halved, and then Comma 3 lets you, when Yosenju deals combat damage, you can add any Yosenju card from your deck to your hand. Masak is a tribute summon about the dollar 7th step. If it battles a non-wind monster, it's just a drill raid, so that's really good. And if it's Pendulum Summon, you can target one card your opponent controls and just destroy it, so that's also very good. But if it's Special Summon, so we use it from like a Pen Summon 90% of the time, goes back to the hand, but even if it's just Normal Summon too, it's a pretty decent body, and with how much Pendulum Summoning we actually can do, we can Normal Summon this fairly consistency. Oleum's just a good battle trap. When a opponent monster declares a direct attack, you can send another Yosenju monster from your hand to the graveyard to Special Summon him, and then at the start of the battle, when it attacks, if it battles an opponent's face-up monster, you can make the attack and defense become equal to the original attack of that monster until the end of the turn. And then when the card's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add one Yosenju monster from your deck to your hand, which is very good. 3 Sabu, when it's return to the hand the normal summon, the regular Yosenju level 4 and lower effect, and if it's normal summon, you can have a Yosenju Pendulum monster from your deck to the hand, so long as you have another one. And you can also target one Yosenju card and just place one Dizzling Winds of Yosen Village or Yosen Whirlwind from your deck to the face-up spell trap zone, which all the cards we get to in a little bit. 2 Shinshin L and 2 Shinshin R, so they're the lesser good Pendulum monster. We can also directly set them, I'll get to that later. Pretty much this one just protects your Yosenju from monster battle by destroying itself, and if it's ever normal summon, you can just change it to defense position, and your opponent can only attack it. Not the greatest card, and then R pretty much has the scale effect where you can make it the other scale level 11, and if it's normal summon, it's the exact same effect. 4 Chizuke, during the end phase goes back to the hand, and then doing either damage step, when a Yosenju monster battle, you can discard this card to make that monster gain 1000 attack, or on the field you can just target a Yosenju monster to give it 1000 attack. And since we are playing Yosenju, since he returned to the hand during the end phase, we're playing 2 Creature Swap, a neat little tech card. So we play Yosenju, attack, we Creature Swap it away, take one of Jules' monsters, we have it now, and Yosenju just comes back to our hand. 3 Training Grounds, each time a Yosenju's normal spell summon, it gets a counter, and then you can move them for effects. 1 counter makes all Yosenju monsters get 300 till the end of the turn, and you remove 3 counters to add a Yosenju card from your deck or graveyard to your hand, so it's a nice recursion. Whirlwind makes it so you activate by paying 800, and then once per turn, when your Yosenju monster returns to the hand, you can make your opponent pretty much do the same. And then during the end phase, unless the effect was activated, it is destroyed, so if you don't have anything returning in the hand, it blows itself up. 3 Orochi Channeling, which is very good. You can't control any monsters, but if you don't, you can activate either turn. It locks you into Yosenju monsters, but since you're playing Pure, it's not a big deal. You can either add 1 level 5 or higher Yosenju, so pretty much any Pendulum monster, or also the Mizak. Or you can just directly set the L and the R directly from your deck. They are destroyed during the end phase of your opponent's next turn, but not a giant nuke because they just go back into the Pendulum Zone, so who really cares? Because you're only really going to need them for 1 turn. Plus, it's not once per turn, so if we open 2, it's not even a brick because you can just add more Pendulum monsters to our hand. And then 2 Raigeki Brick, just good old fast removal. Your Senjus are very fragile because we most of the time aren't going to have a board of any monsters. So we'll always pretty much have cards in the hand to discard 2 Raigeki Brick, so that's why we're running the 2. Side we have 3 Inns on, just so if pretty much Jules is on like some removal or things can interrupt us, we can discard it, and your opponent can't activate card your effect on the normal special summon of your Senju monsters. And if you control another Senju monster, you can just directly draw 1 card. And then Secret Move, kind of the same thing. We don't know if C will have spell, trap, or monster effects that will affect us, so if C does, we have this to help us in the back. Pretty much as long as you have 1 face up your Senju monsters, we can negate the activation of any spell, trap, or monster effect. And then in the extra deck, we just have 2 Decode Talker, so if not locked into your Senjus, we can use these cards to just go into a monster that actually sticks around on the field, and we can kind of give it a boost pretty consistently. And that is the deck. Pretty fun. I'm 50-50 on it. It could go really well, it could go really bad, kind of depends on what Jules is on. So let's go ahead and get into the duel and see what happens.
And here we are, and it probably has more legs than a lot of decks available to us. It did feel a bit bad leaving behind the Decode Talker for the 1 Day of Peace, but this deck really just kinda does end with no monsters on board going first sometimes, and it would be nice to 1 Day of Peace. Well, I say going first, also going second, and going whatever. This deck just doesn't end with monsters on board, and if I don't draw the cards that really help with that, then I'm kind of SOL. And while I could have run Decode Talker as a card to have on my end board, since all of my Yosenjus bounce back anyways, I can't really, attribute anything to the Decode Talker that efficiently. So the 1 Day of Peace just for stalling just felt like the better run. And yeah, we're just going to try and Pendulum go Burr, I guess. It's a very simple Pendulum deck, as you can see. there's a very good chance that we do just get run over. But, you know, we have a simple game plan, and if it works, it works.
Here we are. It's Archetypal Atrocities, episode 20. I forgot the number. We've added the 2 to the start. How exciting.
Yeah, we're really progressing.
Can almost drink. Speaking of drinking, I have no idea how to feel about my deck this week. I honestly don't.
I'm in a similar boat. I want to assume that my deck is good, but I also recognize that, like, there's a lot of instances where it's really bad.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like I beat a lot of decks that I could be up against, but then hard lose to the other one. So I'm really not sure.
I feel very similar, so let's go ahead and see who gets the starters off.
It'll be you.
It's the rock, paper, scissors king. I think I want to go second with what I have. We're both not on 40 cards, which is fun.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, good job making me go first. I bricked.
Alright, that's a bit unfortunate. I had something really funny I could have done, but oh well. Kind of a weird hand.
I genuinely, my hand, like, my board would be the same if I tried playing my hand, almost.
That's funny. Okay. Well, I guess we just go for it while your seals are down. So, okay. I will begin by... what was this? Okay. Normal summoning the Yosenju, 3. And I will use its effect to immediately normal summon the number 2. And we all know how 2 ends. That's right. It's with Misak. So his effect pretty much does nothing unless it battles a face-up non-win monster. In that case, it's just the drill raid. And we swing in.
Okay, I'm not dead. Good. I saw you send you. And I was like, uh-oh.
If my hand was better, maybe, but we did not get there. Okay, so then since I inflict the battle damage, I can add a Yosenju except number 3. So I will add... Thank God the tribute monster doesn't get put back to the hand. It's bad, but not that bad. That's definitely a new one, because it was not in Duel Links when they added these. Is this any cards? Monster... oh, it's just card. Ooh. The issue, this is where the issue lies, and that... it's like nothing else. Like, there's like no good ad here, really. I guess I'll add this dude. He's got a cool hat. 15 already. How much is it? Else 30 end phase special, yeah. Okay, main phase 2. I will go to end phase and back to hand it goes.
Okay, well, well, let's start with Smashing Ground.
That's like the one thing that would have been nice to not see. It's like, this guy cannot be destroyed by combat, but he can be destroyed by a giant fist.
So, you know how I was saying matchup-wise, this could either be, like, pretty good or pretty bad?
Okay.
I think we found, like, the worst possible matchup.
Okay.
I genuinely think... I don't know how we did this. Like, they're gonna think we script the show. They're gonna think it's rigged.
I'm so curious.
I'm just trying to figure out what do I even do right now. Yeah, I guess what we do here is we will start by activating Yosen Training Grounds. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. What are the odds?
Right? Like... I died a little inside when I saw one come down, and I was like, oh my god, how?
Oh god.
Of all the mirror matches, it's Yosenju.
This might be the funniest mirror match we could have gotten. I'm excited. Let's go.
It's something, alright. Well, we will normal summon Inza.
Alright.
We will get a Yosen counter.
Yep.
And I will not remove the counter because I'd rather get to the good effect. But then, damn, I don't know.
This match is just gonna be just do a bunch of damage and try to have more creatures to bring out than the other.
Yeah, and my hand is really bad at that right now, which is unfortunate. So I think I just go to battle, hit for 8.
Only? Oh, damn, okay.
Yeah, like my hand was very bricky, plus you made Dosenju go first, so...
Yeah, true. This game one is very important.
Don't really have anything, I don't think. Because, yeah. Yeah, there's just nothing. Because, like, my hand is really close to being really awesome.
Yeah.
But it's not.
So, some of my cards in this deck pretty much do nothing because you're on your Senju. Which is very funny.
I just have to hope you can't do 42 this turn. Like, that's... I have to hope you can't do that and I have one good draw phase. Because this hand's almost good.
I have plays. It's just very weird. I don't think I
yeah, it's super weird. Like, completely weird. I completely get being on this one. I have no clue.
These cards are so funky. Oh god, okay. I'll play the 3.
Uh-huh.
And I'll bring up the Saw.
God, I wish I opened any of the numbers. Like, if I'd opened any of the numbers, that'd have been so nice.
That's just the story of this deck, really. But you don't want the same numbers.
Yeah.
But you want to run max copies because you just need them all. Alright, so I can add one you send you. Each one that you send you, add a pendulum monster. Okay. A level pendulum monster. They have no attack. That's unfortunate. I don't even have an extra normal summon anyways. That's fine. We'll add... I don't know if this is lethal. We'll add this one I'm not going to pretend I can pronounce.
Yeah.
Haitot and Daibak? Okay, so now when one of the cards on attack, they gain 300, which I still don't think is enough. But what I will do is... Okay, never mind. I'm glad I read Sabu more clearly, because I almost misplayed very hard. I don't think I'm playing either of those cards. Well, okay. So this will go in for... Wait. Yeah, so this will go in for 2k, because I'll activate the pendulum.
Yep.
And not quite lethal, which is quite unfortunate. That's only 18.
Let's see if I draw something.
So now this becomes very scary.
It's so funny. I would have been dead if I activated the card in my hand.
That's funny. I think I know the exact card you're talking about, too. I think it is also in my hand.
I drew a trap card. Nope.
So I'm gonna set it out, but I had a cute thing because I opened Creature Swap in my pack, so I was like, oh, I'll Creature Swap or send you, and then I'll get it back to my hand. But you just won't have a board ever. Alright. Wonder what I will go.
Yeah. What is this hand?
Yep.
Ugh.
My hand is also pretty ugly.
Okay.
Maybe not.
We might have a thing.
I don't like hearing that. No,
oh, hey, we have a thing. I think we actually have a thing.
That's scary.
First, I'll start by activating Yosen Training Grounds.
That's a good card to open with, yep.
And then I will activate Yosenju Orochi Channeling.
That's a very good card, yeah.
And I will set scales.
Sure. I forgot just that it sets both scales. That's crazy.
Indeed. Wait, actually.
It's like the scariest mirror match, because it's just like if we don't kill one, if we don't kill the other, we just might die on the crackback. So take us all the time we need.
Damn it! That's really. I just realized that the left and right aren't the right scales to actually do the thing. In that case, do I just use the other search effect instead?
They can make one scale 11. I don't know if that's relevant.
All right. It should be. Yeah. Right, yeah. I only read left ones. Pendulum effect, not gonna lie.
The right and like one of the dragons have like the exact same effect.
And just to tilt people, I'm gonna put left on right and right on left.
I am people. If I misplay, it's your fault. I'm too angry.
That'll be 3 and 11, so yeah. I will do that, and now... I don't know if this is lethal, but...
I hope it's not.
Gotta go for it.
Honestly, yeah. Little choice in this matter.
I'm gonna pendulum summon out Diabok.
That's the bad one. Okay.
And Magot. Oh, it's only on normal summon it gets the special. Never mind, you're not dead.
Yeah, I almost
got 5k.
I had that card originally. Like, oh, that's such a good card, and I had normal summon, so I wound up cutting it.
I was like, I'll have it at 1 because I might have it just stuck in hand and I contributed it if I had the chain of 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So I ran it at 1 for that, but hey, I do get 1 counter for the pendulum summon. Hooray! And I will hit for 5.
I will eat 5. Owie.
And then end phases will go back to hand.
Alright. This top deck is so important. Oh my god. I need a good top deck here. Actually, not the worst.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I have lethal here, is the only thing. I think I'm 1,000 off lethal.
Damn.
Which really sucks in this matchup especially. Okay, let's see. I can activate this. I also opened it.
Of course.
But, I will... Actually, no, never mind. I thought I was being genius, but I will,
oh
I
yeah,
will add...
my gates are destroyed, so they go to the extra deck.
Might have lethal. This is
Uh-oh.
This is
Don't
so...
like hearing that.
This is a very delicate game. I think I add the Sabu here. Oh, it's on level 5 or higher. Shit, that's why this card's terrible.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
actually really... I don't think I have lethal in.
Woohoo! Staying alive. Staying alive.
Shit. Think I... This is what we do. I'll add a high tot.
Yep.
I not choose to use the scales because I already had them.
Ah, fair.
I was like, oh, I can set the scales and then pendulum some of these. Then I realized, wait a minute. They don't have attack. Okay. And then we will make the scale 11. I will pendulum summon high tot.
I'll get a counter.
High tot. Oh, it does give a counter, that's funny.
Yeah.
And then... Do I need normal some of these effects? No, okay. And... Shujik? Okay.
Also the pendulum as well for Sujik?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so then both the high tots will trigger. I can target one card you control and return it to your hand. And each time a card on the field is returned to the hand to the main deck by card effect while this card's on the field, all you senders gain 1,000. So I'll choose you'll continue a spell and then I guess the pendulum that doesn't boost levels. So I think left.
Alright. So, alright. Left will go back to hand. And then this back to hand.
Okay, and that will double trigger my high tot, so all my things are boosted by 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can target one you send you on the field and give it 1,000 attack, which I think is exact lethal. 'Cause 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that should be exact lethal.
Well, what's your first attack?
Okay. Oh, yeah, they have that. Okay, well, I'll choose the 1,000 to give it to the Shujik.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so he's 2,000, the rest of 3k. So I'll attack with Shujik.
I will...
I see a tree in my future.
Yes, I'm just thinking, do I tree now? I think I just tree against the one of the heat tots. Because he only gains equal to the original attack, so it'll be I'll take less in the long run against the heat tot doing it.
That is fair.
There we go. It was taking DV a second.
Alright. And
then we will pitch the Magotten hand to special out Oyam.
There he is.
They'll gain 2,000, and they'll be taking. So it'll still. They're hitting for 4, right?
These
3,
are
right?
3K, yeah.
Yeah, because it was only 1,000. It was like each was getting 500, not each getting 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll take 1,000 and get the search.
I feel like those odds...
One Yusenju card from the deck to the hand.
This feels like I die very quickly. Especially because I gave you a scale back in hand for this.
Well, I am losing R though, so...
That's true, actually.
But I can also just search up another... But then...
This...
Actually... Oh. What do I add is the question.
Oh wait, I don't lose Sujik because he wasn't normal summoned, so he actually gets to stay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'll just add another R to hand.
Makes sense. Okay, so we go to N. These go back to...
Also, the last I took... I'm down to 1,000, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hope we don't have a way to get 4,000 on board.
We'll start with Training Grounds.
That is, yep.
Activate left.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, this is destroyed, so... Face up extra... Blah. And then we will activate right.
Yep.
Okay, so what I'll do is first I will Pendulum Summon.
Okay.
Wait. Damn. Do I really have to do it like this? This is unfortunate, if so. But I think I do... Oh wait, no, never mind, I'm dumb. Because it's not an on-summon effect, so I'll just normal summon Sabu.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do this the way I really want to, but that's okay. I will level modulate, pendulum summon out. Diabok. And I will choose to bounce the Sujik and the left.
Yep. So to the hand they go.
Battle phase, attempt to kill you.
In response, I will admit defeat.
Ah, thank God you didn't have it. I was like, well, if you have the tree, you have the tree.
Yeah. Well, that's just how you have to play this matchup. You just have to hope they don't have the tree. What do I want to go?
real mystery on this one. I just drew the best card in my deck, and I passed up on running like an actually good extra deck monster for this card, and I'm so glad it's paying off.
Okay.
I activate 1 Day of Peace.
Oh no! That's so bad. Oh God. Oh my God.
Your turn.
Oh God.
Going second.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh fuck, what do I do? That was, if you didn't have that, you were Omega dead this turn. Oh, fuck.
I still might lose, my hand isn't great, but you know, I'm staying alive.
Alright, I think I just set a card, because I kind of want all my cards. Then that would be my turn.
Okay. I guess I just try and go in for some damage, like... I will start by normal summon comma 2.
Sure.
Who then lets me normal summon Sujik.
Okay.
Sujic will give himself 1,000.
Alright.
Attack for 2.
Big 2. That's
And attack for 18.
And an extra 18 because I missed a 0.
I will move to end phase and back to hand, back to hand.
Alright. Sound by main. This is where I pray you don't have Oyam. I will start with channeling. And I will choose to scale up. The cool part about this, it's not once per turn.
Oh, you are correct. I didn't think about that. Holy shit.
I'll just bring a big dumb idiot. Okay. I will then make the scale bigger and then initiate the pendulum summon. Big dumb idiot 1, big dumb idiot 2, regular sized idiot 3, 4, and 5.
Jesus.
I'll activate Isna's effect to just draw a card. Well, I can't go into my extra deck, so I'm locked in Yosenju's. It will activate Dieback's effect, since it was normal spell summon, to return 2 cards to my hand. Up to 2 cards, and I will choose the... put Isna back to hand, so everything will get 500. And then I will normal summon the Kama, because I'm not normal summoned. I will activate Shujik's ability, I'll just give it to itself to make it easier. Okay, so I will swing, so this will be 25.
25.
And combo trigger, I can add a Yusenju card from deck to hand. I will do the safe stuff and add no Yam. I will swing in for... this is just 15. This is 21. $25.
I have the Oyam, but realistically it doesn't matter, I don't think.
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, because you both have your own Oyam for the crackback too, which this hand can't be Oyam. So you got me, I think.
Yeah, I swing over the Oyam with the Heatot, and I think I kill with the 3K.
Yeah.
I had double
You
Oyam
sure
too.
do. Yeah, I'm mega dead. But the 1 day apiece was very funny.
I was terrified after that was all. 'Cause I had nothing I could really do.
Yeah, my hand was just too soft though. It was just nah, didn't have much. I opened Whirlwind every game and it was never good.
Yeah, I was kicking myself for like not putting just random cards in the side deck just because I didn't expect the fucking a Senju mirror.
Yeah, like maybe this is like a note to maybe actually do run some more side deck cards, not even for like wanting a side deck, but just to get rid of bad cards in your main. Because I'd have definitely boarded out Whirlwind if I could have, I think. But I opened it every game, and it bricked up my hand every game.
It's so bad in this matchup. You pretty much just burn yourself for 800. That's all it really does.
And every life point matters in this matchup too.
Absolutely.
Like in game 2, I had Whirlwind in hand. If I had played it, I'd have died.
Yeah. Like all the life is just like you could die at any point, and then if your life point like having to like okay, do the Oyama here, or like whatever, just.
I feel like if you built the decks specifically, the Yosenju mirror match format could be very interesting and skill intensive.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
because this was a very weird game of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know if there's a more like your Senju mirrors are like probably like one of like the hardest mirrors in the game because it's like you have to overcommit, otherwise you might just die on the crackback. Like that. I never experienced a Senju mirror. I experienced multiple Cyber Dragon mirrors, which are equally terrifying.
What was your extra deck? I gotta know.
It was just a Deco Talker. It wasn't anything special.
I passed up on a decode talker for the one day of peace, but the one other one I did have was a Saryuya. Just in case I ever got the 1-2-3 chain really, really well.
That's funny.
I was like, if it ever happens, it'll be hilarious. But
Yeah.
of course it didn't. I never even opened 1 or 3. I only found 2 the entire game.
I was thinking, like, at the start of the match, I'm like, because we, like, both, like, felt, like, identical to our decks, and, like, I saw you had, like, a very small X deck. I'm like, what are the odds he's also on your Senju? And lo and behold.
It never even crossed my mind that you could be on Yosenju until I saw it, and I was like, oh.
Just the immediate
no. I was glad I just hard passed and didn't show you anything, because...
Yeah, that was definitely the right play. So I was like, what are you on if you're not playing anything? And, like, you'd end up with no, like, board state. I was so confused. And then when I found it, I'm like, oh... It all makes sense now.
This is one of my new favorites, I think.
It's up there. This was a very silly game state. It's just... Oh, God. That was... What a match.
No kidding.
I think we can safely say it's the most evenly matched because, I mean...
Oh, for sure.
Finally, I'm free of the loser wheel. I feel like I'm on it a lot more these days, so it feels nice to chalk up a win on this one. Anyways... Thank you all for watching. What a fitting episode 20. We'll see you all next week. Jules is on the loser wheel. I'm getting my extra pack. New decks. Who knows what's going to happen. We'll see you then.